Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on the time zone. Now, Senate is going to be a very busy house because they have two important issues to deal with. Number one, we have the impeachment of the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, that already has been submitted to the Senate House, and already the Speaker has communicated to the House. And beside this, we also have the impeachment of the Kericho Governor Eric Mutai, a matter they have to deal with. So with all this, Kingi, the Speaker of the National Assembly, has been forced to bar all senators from having activities outside Nairobi and to stop the foreign troops. Therefore, for close to a week or two, senators will be required to be within Nairobi, so that any other time they will be available. That is now where the Senate is. So Gachagua is expected to file his response by Monday, 5 p.m. He should have filed his response. Then from there, the Senate, as from Wednesday and Thursday, they will have a sitting and listen to all this. But before this motion is tabled officially in the Senate for discussion, we are already seeing some noise coming from the Senate. Whether this should be the upper house, a house of decorum. But already we are seeing some noise coming from them, and it's like Wiper Party is already taking sides. It's like they have already a decided position as far as this matter is concerned. So we've seen Senator Wambua having some exchange with the Kingi, and as the discussion about, it's not a discussion actually, as a directive on the impeachment of Gachagua was being given. So why is Wiper behaving like this? What is their interest in this matter? That is also another question. Now, as we continue with the panel discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching, and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion.
Which floor I have taken away from you? So, Senator Wambua, you're out of order and leave the chamber now for the rest of the day. Leave the chamber. Good. Honorable Senators, we shall conclude. No, it's me to conclude, Senator Wambua. Now, this is my direction, and it's very much what I've already directed. Honorable Wambua, which floor I have taken away from you? So, Senator Wambua, you're out of order and leave the chamber now for the rest of the day. Leave the chamber. We need to be orderly in this matter. We're going to handle a very heavy matter. We cannot have any senator heckling the speaker. As we go to this impeachment, you need to behave, Senator Wambua. Leave the chamber now for the rest of the sitting. Leave the chamber. Leave the chamber. Leave the chamber, Senator Wambua. Honorable Senators, the chapter we are just about to open, the process we are just about to undertake is extremely heavy. The country and the world is watching. Decorum is the least we'll be expecting from members. Senator Fonandi has raised a valid concern. Upon reading these charges, we have 10 days to conclude this process. I have directed that this matter be heard within 2 days. We have not seen the kind of documentation that is going to be filed. We have not seen the number of witnesses that are going to be called by each party. Once we see the documentation and the list of witnesses, and it becomes obvious that we cannot conclude this matter within 2 days, we have Friday. And therefore, let us cross the bridge when we get there. But one thing I want to assure the country is the Senate is going to do justice in this matter. All the parties are going to be given a fair, they're going to have their day in the Senate. There will be zero complaints after the conclusion of this matter.
Now, Senate can save Rigathi Gachagua, and it can as well send him to a political oblivion. Same thing to the Kericho senator. He can be saved or again sent into a political oblivion. That's the truth. So this Senate House, when it comes to impeachment, it is a powerful house. But beside this, still this case can be taken to court and the court can rule otherwise. Though, when it comes to political decision, Senate, especially on impeachment, it is a critical house with a critical role to play. They can finish you and they can help you. That's the truth. Now, what is Wiper Party trying to show here? Because we saw what happened in National Assembly. Majority of Wiper Party members voted no. They were whipped to do so. I think it is not only Wiper. We can also talk about the DAPK. So it's a kind of the organization around Kalonzo Eugene Wamalwa. They have whipped their members to vote against the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. Are they here to save Gachagua with that noise, or what are they looking into? These are the questions Kenyans are asking. But definitely, if you look into that, Kalonzo is a man with the ambition to be the president of this country. Rigathi Gachagua is a deputy president. He wants to serve in that capacity. He would even want to be Ruto's running mate in the next election. To enjoy the power and the privilege at his disposal as a deputy president once he is in that office. But then, how does Kalonzo and Rigathi Gachagua work together? Because again, Gachagua should not just be happy that Wiper is defending him. The fact is that if you check on Wiper, their prayer is that Gachagua should be impeached. I think that's how it can serve in their interest. But in as much as they want Gachagua to be impeached, they want their numbers to count, that they try to defend Gachagua. Why? Because if Gachagua is not impeached and is not working with William Ruto, will Gachagua agree to be Kalonzo's running mate? The answer is no. Gachagua would want to be on ballot as a presidential candidate if it's not a running mate to William Ruto, but not a running mate to another person. So you look at that, definitely, Wiper is not really here to help Gachagua, but they're just playing politics, just to win the sympathy and support of one Rigathi Gachagua. It is going to be beneficial to Kalonzo Musyoka if Gachagua is impeached and sent into political oblivion. Why? Because now, since William Ruto will be Gachagwa's enemy number one, Gachagua will support anyone who opposes William Ruto. And the best candidate for that matter is one Kalonzo Musyoka, who might be on ballot in 2027. So, they want him to fail, but to fail with their support, so that he will throw his support behind them and whip his support, all his supporters, to support Kalonzo Musyoka. That's the prayer of Wiper. So Wiper is not in this to help Gachagua in any way. Their prayer, Gachagua should be impeached. So it is crocodile tears. This side shows is just to win the Mount Kenya region, to say that indeed, when one of our own was troubled. We saw Kalonzo Musyoka. We saw his people. We saw Eugene Wamalwa. And this explains the reason why Peter Selassie voted no on impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. That's a directive from Eugene Wamalwa just to try and capture the support and imagination of the people of Mount Kenya that at least, even in trial moment, the most needy time for Rigathi Gachagua, he had friends who stood with him. But this friendship is not actually serious and meaningful. Ukiuliza Kalonzo, do you want Gachagua to be in power? If Gachagua is in power, it does not help Kalonzo. Kalonzo wants the support of Mount Kenya. He needs it. He needs the support of the people of Mount Kenya and those who are aligned to Gachagwa's politics. But he cannot get if Gachagua is in office. No. But when Gachagua has been sent to political oblivion, he will have no chance to vie for any elective seat. So the only thing he can do is to support the enemy of his enemy, who will actually, enemies of your enemy can easily become your friend because you have a common enemy you are fighting. So that is it. So we're waiting to see how the Senate House is going to discuss this matter. But for Wiper, they will vote against this. Gachagua need, like I said in the previous video, about 23 to 24 senators to vote no. That's enough to let Gachagua out of this trouble. Just 23 or 24. They're enough to save him. But does Wiper have that number? No, they don't have. Does Gachagua have good friendship with the Senate? It is something he has to go and work on. It is good to make friends. It is good to build bridges. It will help. Ukipanda ngazi, usibomoe. Kuna siku ya kuteremka. Leo hii ni siku ya Gachagua kuteremka kutoka kwa ngazi. Ataanguka ama atateremka aje kufika huko chini kama alivunja ngazi wakati alikuwa anapanda juu. He needed to have enough numbers of friends in the National Assembly and in the Senate. But when he had power at his disposal, he never thought about that because, and someone was laughing at this, power entered Gachagwa's head. He never made friends. He created more enemies. So there are a lot of enemies around Gachagua. They can finish him. It is a political lesson for Gachagua and any other incoming politicians to learn at least a lesson going forward. You need friends, especially when you are a governor. You are a president. You are a deputy president. Sana sana ukiwa deputy president, because hii mambo ya deputy president is like the president is always not at ease. That anytime you can take over from him. So you become an enemy number one of the president. So loyalty is also paramount. Lazima ukuwe submissive and so loyal. I think there is a lesson Gachagua should have learned from someone like Musalia Mudavadi. Mudavadi is so submissive and proves to be so loyal. Huyo mutakaa na yeye hata chukua kiti yako. But when you become ambitious like Gachagua, you make your boss uncomfortable with you.